Hi, my name is Gillian Carson-Jackson. I'm the Managing Director of JCJ Consulting, and I'm currently the Senior Vice President for the Nautical Institute. World Maritime Day 2018, IMO 70, Our Heritage, Better Shipping for a Better Future. I expect we all have a slightly different take on what the heritage of shipping is. For me, I think of the fires lit ashore to guide the vessels safely to port, the first lighthouses and aids to navigation. I think of the sailors heading to sea for months and years at a time, exploring new lands, plying trade routes, and then coming home to a hero's welcome. I also think of the many vessels and sailors that are lost at sea, who never made it home. I think of the skills of the sailors as they set the sails, read the weather and the seas, and as they invent new technologies to help them find ever increasingly accurate positions on our globe. It is important to remember our heritage, as it is the past that has brought us to the present and will help us shape our future. While we still have lighthouses and visual aids to navigation, we no longer light the fires ashore. Those fires are now propelling rockets into space to deploy the satellites that provide positioning and timing. They support communications and give us the opportunity to monitor vessel traffic movements. Technology is bounding ahead, and the shipping industry is trying to keep pace. Modern sailors are skilled, although that skill set is evolving. The underlying goal remains the same: to traverse the sea, overcome the dangers, and get home safe. Dangers that continue to affect shipping, things like heavy seas, significant weather events, ensuring vessel safety and load condition, maneuvering larger vessels with smaller margins for error. All of this is occurring in an era of instant communications, increasing public awareness and expectations of the industry, and within a litigious environment where we continue to see the criminalization of seafarers. So how do we shape a better future? Well, I think the first thing we need to do is to visualize what that better future would look like. Again, we will all have slightly different takes on what the future of shipping would be. I think at the core, though, is the goal that each and every voyage is safe, efficient, and pollution-free. While there are many points to help support that we could look at, I'd like to put forward 5 in no particular order. Number 1, administrations. Strong administrations that can effectively implement the best practices identified in the collaborative efforts of the IMO and the IHO and IALA and others. Number 2, diversity. An industry that recognizes and embraces diversity, including gender diversity, recognizing the role of women in maritime, empowering the role of women in maritime, and looking ahead to World Maritime Day 2019, the theme. Maritime education and training that not only meets the needs of the current shipping industry, but has the vision to prepare for the students for the future. Which leads me to number 4, technology developments. Making the best use of technology for safe transits with route exchange information and enhanced communications. Looking at the development of the maritime autonomous surface ships and the interaction between autonomous vessels and the more traditional vessels. Communications and digital data exchange will be critical. And as technology develops, we need to look at the role of the human. What will be the role of the maritime professional in an increasingly autonomous environment? And number 5, vessel quality. Continuing to improve vessel quality and implementing technologies that reduce fuel consumption and emissions and help safeguard our planet. So as we celebrate World Maritime Day 2018, we have the opportunity to build on our rich heritage, to recognize how the past has led us to the present, and to put in place a roadmap to realize better shipping for a better future.